Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a requested video of my 2013 favourites, and I have actually got new lights, which is very exciting. I will be working on getting a new camera soon, but I need to do a little bit of research first, but I hope that this is better lighting for you. I have no excuse not to film now because this light, I'll leave the links to where I got the lights from. It's the same one as Beauty Crush uses, so I am going to leave the link in the down bar for you if you need to find out about lighting and things, because I haven't got a clue. I really genuinely repel technology. So let's get on to the video. If I were you, this is probably going to be quite a long one, so I would go and grab a cup of tea or something. I have what do I have? I have a Higher Living green tea, which is like a chai flavoured green tea. It's not actually from Starbucks. I just kept the thing from yesterday and washed it out so that I could put it in here so it was giant. So I would go and get yourself a snack or hot chocolate or something yummy to keep you occupied while you listen to me. So this is going to be split into two different videos. I've got sort of skincare and makeup in this one, and I will do hair care and body care and maybe a few randoms as well in the other one. And I'm not really sort of doing favourite lipstick, favourite this, favourite that. I kind of do have one of everything for every category, but I'm just going to tell you what I think are my entire favourites from this year. So I'm not necessarily going to cover every single category. These are just things that I've been loving. So I'll start off with the makeup. So foundation, there are two foundations that I've been loving this year. I have a higher end and a lower end. Now the higher end is of course going to be my Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua in the shade B40, but I have misplaced that. I don't know where it is, which is very upsetting. I'm sure it's around my room somewhere, but my makeup collection is quite enormous, as you already know, so I don't know where it is, but really nice natural finish. You can kind of build it up if you want to. You guys know I've talked about it a zillion times, so really good foundation, and that's my high-end pick. And the second one is quite a new one to me, but I've been wearing this an awful lot, and it's actually the L'Oreal Paris Nude Magique Eau de Teint, and it looks like this. My shade is 140. The shade range is pretty good. I mean, they don't have a huge selection, but it's better than some other drugstore brands. The bottle's glass, which is a little bit annoying, but it's sort of... I don't necessarily have to wear powder with this, and I've never ever found that with a foundation. It looks more like skin than any other foundation that I've tried, but the coverage is actually really good. So if you're looking for a new foundation, then I would go and sample this, because especially in the UK we have testers, so you can sort of match yourself and stuff. And it's actually an SPF 18 as well. Bonus. So that's my favourite foundation. I don't have a favourite concealer or anything, because I'm not a big one for concealer. I tend to use like a little bit of extra foundation or something, because I don't need concealer really, but some people do. So my recommendation would probably be the Collection 2000, oh my god, what's it called? I can't remember, but everyone uses it on YouTube. Everyone uses it. It comes in a little tube with the doe foot one. That's a really good one. Favourite palette? Oh my god, I've been obsessed with this year, and it's actually the Naked Basics palette by Urban Decay. Now I have the Naked 1 and the Naked 3 palette. I didn't get the Naked 2 because I didn't see the point, because I suit warmer colours better than cooler colours anyway. But this, I was eyeing it up for absolutely ages, and finally decided to cave and get it, because I have basically all of these colours already in palettes or in MAC shadows or in some other form, but having them all together in one single palette has made me use the crap out of them. And in fact, I'm wearing an awful lot of these today on my eyes, but I just forgot how much I like matte neutral shades, and I've been using this, if not for my whole entire eye look, I have been using at least a couple of shades from this every single day for the last few months in particular. So absolutely loving that. Favourite eyeshadow would have to go to Groundwrok. And this is actually, it's more of an eyeshadow base, but you can use it in eyeshadow, so I'm kind of cheated there. But this is Groundwrok Pro Longwear Paint Pot from MAC. And I love the paint pots. I think they're perfect. As you can see, I've made quite a dent in this. Well, for something that is hard to make a dent in, because you use such a small amount every time, I've made quite a dent in it. It's just a really nice kind of matte, medium, slightly cooler toned brown. And I just love the matte paint pots. They stay on, they don't crease, they're good as an eyeshadow base, or if you're lazy like me, you can just whack this all over your eye and blend it out a little bit and it looks great. Just add your mascara and you are good to go. I've been loving eyeliner lately. Also, as you can see, I am wearing a cat eye today, or flicky liner, winged liner, whatever you want to call it. And the one that I've been loving for that is, I was using the Maybelline gel liners, which are really good, but I have now discovered the pens. Oh yeah, so this is the Rimmel Scandalise Precision Micro Liner. I did try the Maybelline Precise one, but I found the tip of the felt tip just didn't like hold as much colour as the rest, so I couldn't get that nice fine point, whereas this Scandalise one from Rimmel is really good. And I'll just show you the point on here. I love this. I think it's brilliant, and I think it's cheaper than the Maybelline one. Obviously the one I have is in black. I don't think they do any other colours, because I don't know, they don't, I'm not Rimmel. So yeah, love that. And then the mascara that I've been loving mostly this year, you're probably all going to be able to guess it. It is the Maybelline Illegal Lengths mascara. This is the normal version. They do a waterproof one, and obviously this is in black. I just love this. You can kind of do a really fine layer and it will just sort of separate your lashes and add a little bit of length for sort of a really natural sort of schoolgirl kind of look, I guess. So ideal if you're a young one and you're still going to school, you're not really allowed to wear much makeup. It just gives a really natural finish, but you can build it up and it doesn't clump, and it makes them super, super long, which is what we like. So, love that. I have a few lip products to show you as well. 1 drugstore and 3 high-end. Well, 2 high-end technically, but I've got a couple of different colours to show you. I'll start with the drugstore version. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Colour Rush in the colour, it doesn't say, which is really helpful. Oh, Keep Moving, there we go. And it's these big, what are they called? Pencils? They're kind of like the Clinique Chubby Sticks, but the colour payoff on these is much, much better. Really moisturising. This is a really good natural sort of everyday colour. And you don't have to sharpen anything because it twists up, but also it twists back down. So, love that. And then the 2 sort of high-end things, I have 2 colours in the YSL Rouge Volupte Shines. So this is, no, I lie. This is a Rouge Volupte Shine in number 8, which I was going on about for ages. And this is a really nice sort of everyday pinky colour. And then I have one of the, very similar actually, just a little bit more sheer. This is the Volupte Shine, no, Volupte Sheer Candy in number 1. And this is a really nude, but it's so sheer you can put it over anything and it just adds a really nice sort of like gold shimmer over the top, but not frosty looking. And you can wear this on its own and it just sort of like pales your lips out a little bit, but still lets some colour shine through so you don't look dead or anything like that. And then the last lip product that I have to show you is fairly new to me, and thank you to Zoya for using this on me because I bought it. And this is the Lancome La Absolute Nude, and this is in the colour 202. 202? Yeah, 202. And I think I used this in my last tutorial, but I have been using this like crazy. They're really moisturising, the colour lasts, it's really pretty, it will suit most skin tones. It's like a pinky nude. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Estee Lauder's, is it Pink Petal or something like that? The one that's, oh no, Crystal Baby. That's it. It kind of reminds me of that, but a little bit lighter. But I think the packaging is so pretty as well. I just love it. And it smells really nice. I now have a couple of blushes to show you, and they are very, very similar. They're both high-end, although one is cheaper than the other. This year was the year that I discovered NARS blushes, and I have been obsessed with the colour Douceur, which is this one, and it is really similar to Tenderling from MAC, and it's sort of a browny, slightly rosy, very neutral colour that you can kind of get away with sort of using as a contour. If you put it on as a blush and a contour, it kind of makes you look a little bit tanned, but like a little bit sculpted at the same time, but you still look like you're wearing blush, which is really nice. I like the colours that you can sort of get away with skipping other steps with. And the second one that I have to show you is a MAC one, and this is the colour Prism. I'm very into sort of my satin or matte blushes at the moment. I don't like anything really shimmery, and this is basically a weeny bit lighter than NARS's Douceur, so I really, really, really like them. So that's everything for makeup. Now I'm going to move into skincare. I don't know what to start with really. Let's start with cleanser, because that's how you would do it. The cleanser that I have absolutely been loving this year is my Aesop Parsley Seed cleanser. Now it doesn't come with a pump. It is a glass bottle, which is slightly annoying for travelling, but I tend to just decant however much I need into, you can pick up like a travel set of like those little plastic bottles, and you can just decant a little bit, and that way it's fine. So it actually has a little bit of lactic acid in it, so it's kind of like an exfoliating cleanser, which is why I like it. It foams up really nicely. I would say it's probably not suitable for really, really, really sensitive skins, because it does have a few essential oils, and obviously it has the lactic acid in there as well, so just be careful. But it's just yummy. I think it smells really, the smell was weird to me at first, but now I really like it. It's like a herbal, like good for you smell. And this has just kept my skin really nice and clear, and it's good at removing makeup as well. So I will do a double cleanse with this. I tend to take my makeup off with Bioderma, and then I will double cleanse with this. So we love that. Makeup remover, speaking of the devil, goes to Bioderma. This is the baby one, which I must have got in Paris, because I wouldn't buy the baby one over here. Because it's really expensive. This is a pharmacy product in France, and over here, because it's trendy now and everybody loves it, it's turned into something that you pay a lot of money for, which is ridiculous because it's a pharmacy brand. But there you go, this is really gentle. It's a micellar water, so it's not going to sting your eyes. It's okay for sensitive skin. It's like water that takes off your makeup basically. Not stingy, it's just really nice, and it gets everything off. Even waterproof makeup, actually, some people say this doesn't work for waterproof, but the key is to actually soak a cotton pad and hold it over the area for a couple of minutes before you remove it, because then you're not going to have to scrub at your eyes, because it is quite gentle. So love this. Next I have my moisturiser, and you guys will already know this because I've gone through several tubs and you'll have seen them in my empty. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge Extended Thirst Relief, and this is a gel cream. You can see I'm almost out of this one, and I am actually trying the intense version of this because a few weeks ago my skin was literally flaking off, and that has never happened to me before. But this, even if you have oily skin, because I tend to get really quite oily in summer, and I'm oilier in my T-zone in general anyway, this is really good if you want to use something really moisturising, because you get dry patches and stuff on your skin as well. This is okay to put all over because it's a gel formula. It sinks in and it doesn't leave a greasy look, so it's really nice under makeup as well. So absolutely love this one. It is my favourite. I will probably repurchase this after I have finished using the intense one because my skin's actually a lot better. For treatment, wait, let's do serum first. For serum, everyone and their mother and their cat and their dog has probably said this, but it's the Hyaluron, and this is basically hyaluronic acid serum. So it basically helps your skin to hold more moisture. So putting this underneath your moisturiser will enable your moisturiser to work better, which is why we love it. and it doesn't make me greasy or anything like that, and I am just beside myself with joy that I found this. And actually having thought, oh, I don't know whether it makes that much difference anymore, and stopped using it for a few weeks, I have now started using it again and my skin is 10 times better, so thoroughly recommend. For treatment, I have two things. I have the La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo, which looks like this. This is a acne treatment product, or spot treatment, whatever you want to call it. If I am having a bad week and my skin hates me, like this week, you won't be able to see because I covered it up, but there is one here, and I've got a group of nice 3 that have popped up to go, oh hi Hannah, you've just gone back to work, so I'm gonna make an appearance now. So if I'm having a week like I am this week, where my skin just hates me, I will use this instead of my moisturiser. Depends how I'm feeling. If it's particularly bad, I will use this in the morning and in the evening, after I cleanse, obviously. But if not, then I will just use this in the evening before, before bed. I've got hiccups. Why does that happen? So I absolutely love this. If you've got really bad skin, or you're acne prone, or it's that time of the month and your skin's just like whatever, then I thoroughly recommend this. And this is available in Boots, but every time I mention this, I have to mention, check the instructions, because in the UK the formula is different to in the US. Now in the US I believe it's a spot on treatment. Over here you can put it over your entire face. It is safe to do that, but check the instructions before you use, obviously. That's a good idea to do anyway. So second treatment product is the Alpha H Liquid Gold. Oh yeah, so I actually haven't seen many beauty gurus talking about this in their 2013 favourites. I don't know whether it's something that they just haven't been using, or they've just found other things, but this is a firm favourite and will stay there. It's got glycolic acid in it. If you have super sensitive skin, I would not recommend, but it's a chemical exfoliant. So if your skin is looking really dull and you're acne prone and you've got like spots everywhere and you've got sort of flaky skin and your skin's just looking a bit dull and blur, then put this on a cotton pad, rub it over your face, don't put moisturiser on, go to bed, wake up and look amazingly glowy and lush. So that's why we like this. This is Magique. If I have a shoot, I will wear this the evening before. But if you're using any chemical exfoliants, do remember that you need to use an SPF or something, because it does make your skin more sensitive to the sun. Next up I have, and I didn't know whether to put this in skincare. It's not really skincare, I guess this is kind of a treatment as well, but this is the Rapid Lash. Oh yeah. I have been talking about this baby. I think I've mentioned it a couple of times, but even yesterday I was doing a Ted Baker show, which you can watch if you want to watch. I will leave the link below for you. And the makeup artist said, oh my god, your lashes are so long. And I was like, Rapid Lash. It's not natural. Rapid Lash. Well, obviously they're natural because they're mine, but Rapid Lash, it actually works. I've been really bad with using this as well, because I thought that, well, your eyelashes fall out anyway, how can something possibly make it grow? Like, I didn't understand the science behind it, because in my head, like, your lashes fall out on a cycle, so how can something possibly make your eyelashes regrow longer than they are naturally meant to, if you get me? Some of you science boffins may be able to help. But it does work, and I've been really bad. You're supposed to use it for 30 days every evening after you've removed all your makeup, etc, etc, and it works. I was really weirded out by that, but I've done it for maybe 15 days in total, probably more like 20 now, but I'm really bad at remembering to do it, so I've been doing it sort of sporadically, and still, huge difference, so absolutely love. I have a facial tanner here. I don't tend to use body tanner, although if you want a body tanner recommendation, I really didn't get on with the Saint-Tropez. It still sort of streaked a little bit on me, even though I used a mitt and I exfoliated and all those kinds of good things that you're supposed to do. But facial tanner wise, because I find that once I have a tan, I'm really good at keeping my tan, because I'm quite olivey anyway, although this light is probably washing me out just a wee bit. My face is the first thing to go, and the only facial tanner that I like, that does not break me out, does not smell hideous, that does not feel really greasy and does not streak on me whatsoever, and that is good to use on my neck also, is the Clarins one. This is the Liquid Bronze Self Tanning, and this is what Anna from Viviana Does Makeup recommended, and this is the one that she used, and I bought it and I love it and I will cherish it forever. So thoroughly recommend. Lip balm, this is a very new one to me. I really like the NYX Rev de Mille lip balm. That is really nice, and again, I don't know what I've done with it, and it's slightly cheaper than this one. I think you can get it in Marks and Spencer's now in their beauty haul for about £9.50. But I finally caved and I bought the Christian Dior Balm de Rose lip balm, which looks like this. Oh, and I haven't had it very long, and look, I've already made a right mess of it, which shows how much I love it actually. I really didn't believe the hype, and then I thought, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it, and I did, and I love it, and it's yummy, and it's my baby. So I feel it's also appropriate to have a few special mentions that aren't treatments but are more face masks. My favourite exfoliating face mask is the Ren Glycolactic Radiance Renewal Mask. This feels like marmalade on your face, which is very, very, very weird, and it feels disgusting and a little bit sticky, and I don't like it, and you have to tie your hair up, and it's just a little bit bizarre. It's a wonderful product and I love the product, but I don't like the feeling of stickiness on my face. It freaks me out. I don't know why, I'm a bit of a clean freak, it just freaks me out. So, but it smells nice. It smells like marmalade actually. So love this. It does a very similar thing to what the Alpha H Liquid Gold does, in that it sort of helps to resurface your skin, sort of takes off the top layer and makes you look all glowy and wonderful. But obviously just watch if you have really sensitive skin. You might get a little bit of redness, but that should calm down anyway. But if you're super sensitive, I would be really careful about using this. And then for I guess this is like a clearing treatment, and this is the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment. This is weird. It smells, I love the smell. It kind of smells minty, and it looks disgusting, but you can see that I love it because I've used quite a bit of it. And I actually have the Youth Mud and the exfoliating treatment as well, and I love all of the Glam Glow masks. I think they work really, really well, but this kind of has bits in it. So you put it on your face, it's like a clay mask, and it basically just pulls all the nasty things out of your skin. So you might get a couple of spots a couple of days later, but then your skin will be like, oh, and really clear afterwards. So I really, really like this, and I think it's really, the packaging is quite cute actually. I don't know why, it's not particularly pretty or anything, but it has a little star on the top, and I just know, I just like it. And then a special mention also goes to another clay mask. This is also from the Parsley Seed range, and a few beauty gurus on here have been talking about this, but I love Aesop as a brand. I think they're wonderful, and I think the packaging is just like gorgeous. But this is the Parsley Seed cleansing mask, and it looks like this. This is my first tube, but I've used this a lot, but it looks like I haven't really used it a lot, because you don't need very much. You need the thinnest layer. It goes on really cold and almost feels like a moisturiser, and I tend to use a flat foundation brush to apply all my masks, because I find that's the most effective way of getting the most product out of each product, because if you're using your fingers, you get bits stuck on your fingers and stuff still. If you use a brush, you can spread it a lot better, so you use less every time, and you really don't need very much of this. You can use the thinnest layer and it sort of dries on your face, but it's it's more gentle than the clearing mud, and it's a lot thinner as well, so but it's still really effective. You can probably get away with using this 2 or 3 times a week, and it's not going to, you know, dry your skin out or anything like that. So absolutely love. So those were my really, really super long makeup and skincare favourites for this year. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, because I have an Instagram problem. And the next one that you will see is the body care, bath stuff, shower stuff, hair care, and maybe a few tools as well, because I've been really into curling my hair, although this is like this is my bed hair basically. So I hope that you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Thumbs up if you like the video and you want to see the next one, and thumbs up if you like the light. Okay, bye! Oh, it's filming. I'm out of breath. I'm so out of breath.